Hey folks, it's Lindsey Helson with SPS back in the building for another Monday Motivation. I should say post Super Bowl Monday Motivation. Somebody needs to get motivated. Help motivate some of those Eagles fans. What a great Super Bowl. It was historic, no doubt. Two African American quarterbacks going head to head. It was a great game. Unfortunately, the field and the call may be the talk of the town, but it's always something to talk about. But let's focus on things that are a little bit more relevant to our lives every day, I should say. What is today's Monday motivation? I'll constantly repeat, I'm always inspired by either current events or things that happen in my life personally. And ironically, for this last week or so, things have been kind of like showing up in my face as a sign of what I want to talk about today. And my Monday motivation topic today is we are not here to stay. We are not here to stay. We all talked about the tragedy and know about the tragedy of a young man, Cartier Woods, who tragically passed away playing sports, something that he totally loved. I'm sure there's going to be some recognition for him this Sunday when Detroit Public Schools Community School District has their championship unified games, both girls and boys. Tragedy indeed. Good morning. I got my folks here. Michelle Mimi Walker's in the building bright and early. Got my brother Kevin Marshall bright and early. Kevin, I know you got some great things happening. Launching the podcast with your wife. Definitely be something we'll look forward to supporting. Appreciate you. And Michelle, always appreciate you. I saw some of your recent pictures back at it with New Breed Track Club. You guys are getting at it. You guys fall right in line with what I want to talk about today. We are not here to stay. I mentioned a young man who sadly was taken from us. In no way or form am I trying to eulogize this young man's life. I don't take light that, but I can't help but think about how we're impacted. And having a daughter, having a child who actually I'm going to be going to the daddy-daughter dance with tonight here in Lansing. I couldn't imagine leaving this earth, her leaving this earth before me. So please understand that my words are meant to just bring comfort and try to find some understanding and some motivation. Got my brother Aaron Mays here this morning. Got an all-star lineup right now of good folks. And Aaron, I'm here to tell you, we are not here to stay. There was a memorial for the last basketball game. This young man's jersey, Cartier Woods, was left there in recognition. I mean, there's so much symbolism we can say about this right now, Aaron, as far as what this is all about. My brother Kevin says, my prayers go out to his family, R.I.P. Young King, no doubt. He's not there. His jersey is there, but he's not able to sit in that seat because we are not here to stay. But you may say, Lindsey, he was a baby, just a teenager. But who's to say when our time is? Now, I'm going to preface this next statement. I had to think about whether I wanted to include this part, but I do realize that I have a very intelligent group of young people, everybody who follows this, and they can understand. But of all people, I was doing some research, working on my craft. I watched a HBO special where it was Oliver Stone, famed director, and he was interviewing, of all people, Vladimir Putin. What does Michelle say? Michelle says, I always say we're on loan from God to fulfill our purpose, whatever that may be. You're getting there. You're getting right there, Michelle. You're getting right to the point I was trying to get at. You're right on with it. I knew I had some good folks with me this morning. Oliver Stone interviewed Vladimir Putin years ago, and he talked about the future. And Vladimir Putin says, only God knows our destiny, yours and mine. He said, one day this is going to happen to each and every one of us, talking about leaving this earth. But here's what he said that really resonated with me. The question is, what will we have accomplished? Now, mind you, that is a politician who's known for being a dictator and has not a lot of negative qualities. But the fact that I was able to see that and relate. And then just a few weeks ago, shout out to my guy Rick Mahorn, original bad boy. We got to sit down and we talked about, what message does he want to leave. And he said, live the life in front of you, not the life behind you. I think it's very important that we recognize, folks, that in this life, like Michelle said, we are just on loan. We do not know how long we will be here. But the question is, what will we accomplish? Because we are not here to stay. We are not here to stay. As much as we get into our morning routines, our weekly, monthly, annual routines of things we do, things we expect. When I leave here, I want to go get, stop by, Goodfellas Bagels. Get me something nice. Give me a nice coffee at Starbucks. Chill. These routines we have, these things that we do, we are taking these things for granted because it doesn't always have to be that way. But the question is, what do we accomplish in this time? I want to thank Cartier Woods for giving me a good message, but also something to look at. Now my focus is enjoy life while making an impact. Enjoy life while making an impact. And this young made an impact. I want to shout out Garrett Donato, my frat brother from Epsilon Xi. He was his baseball coach. He says, Cardi was such a great kid with so much promise. He played baseball for me at Northwestern last spring, and I leaned heavy on him as you could see how other kids looked up to him. This is such a tragedy, and my heart goes out to his family and the Northwest High School community. Always hurt deep losing. Soon you're right about that. We can never reconcile when we lose the young people. We can never reconcile that. That's difficult. But right there, we know amongst all the accolades this young man that he made an impact. He was a positive influence, to the other young people who looked up to him. He made an impact. If you look at the news, you can see that at the memorial at the school, he had a girlfriend, so he was social. He had family members that came out that were hurt by that. What do we do in this time that we have? Everyone doesn't have to run a marathon. Everyone doesn't have to climb Mount Everest, but we should be of the mindset of what can I do with the time that I have here, because we are not here to stay. We all would like to grow old and have our family around us, but we know that life does not work like that. Tragedies happen left and right. And I'm not trying to be here and be more, but I just want to give some encouragement. I do feel good today despite all this is going on, because the life of Cartier Woods has impacted me. It's told me, Lindsay, enjoy life while making an impact. What is it all about? And I must admit that for this Monday, I feel a little bit lighter. I feel a little bit better, because I'm saying to myself, all I can do was go out here in this world and try to be a good person, enjoy life, and try to make an impact some way. It's a new, clear motivation that I have at 46 years old. I know I do a lot with my platform. I get to share with you guys, but I'm here to encourage you guys. We are not here to stay. So do something. Do that thing you want to do. Follow up. Take an idea and go there. Kevin, I know you got the idea with you and your wife. It's going to be an awesome podcast. That's going to do so much for so many people. Not only just the message you're going to bring, but just the idea of bringing your wife into the picture. What is that going to do for relationships? What is that going to do for people who may need that inspiration to see something like that? It's Kevin right here. He says, I've learned that God has sent us here for a moment, but it's for lessons to teach others, and put something in others that he has put in us. That's right. The impact you have on Bearcat Nation there when you work with your young people. The same thing with you, Michelle, when you're working with the New Breed Track Club, those young ladies who look up to you. We take for granted that certain things that young people experience from us, we may be the male or the female that's exposing them to that. It may be because of what we did casually or something we said or an encouraging word. I can remember things that my coaches have said, I can remember things that go back 40 years, 30 plus years that I can remember. So we are all here to have an impact in some way or form, because we are not here to stay. It'd be ignorant of us to think that we can just live forever and not be caught up in the whims of what this world has for us. But in that time that we have, can we make an impact? Everybody on my timeline is making a significant impact, whether it be by the name of coach, whether it be by the name of friend, whether it be by the name of son, whatever it may be. We all are making an impact. So I'm hoping these words can just give you all some encouragement today. So whatever you have on your mind, whatever you have on your plate, just keep going through with it. Keep going through with the idea to have something that you can do to leave something that accomplishes something in this world. My brother Kevin said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got some great soldiers, male and female, getting ready to march out here on this Monday and have an impact. A lot of great things happening for SPS this week. I'm going to go down to Ann Arbor. Shout out to my guy, Coach Mo, at Ann Arbor Huron. We're going to host the Ann Arbor Huron Pioneers. We're going to bring in, Ann Arbor Huron River Rats are going to bring in the Ann Arbor Pioneers for a great game on Friday. SPS will be there. Then on Sunday, some great events. The Detroit Public Schools Community School District is having their championship game, the Girls and Boys Unified Championship. Shout out to Jay Alexander for putting that together. Shout out to Anika McEvans. I know my guy Derek Coleman is going to be involved in that. DC first round draft pick, that is. Not the other DC, Derek Coleman of River Rouge, who I'll be seeing in a couple weeks. But then also, too, on Sunday, we're going to head on over to the Mix. And we have a great program. It's going to be Championship Sunday. We're starting a new live podcast, Mix and Mingle at the Mix, from 6 to 10 p.m. Got my guy Ray Hatcher in the building representing the family. He's recruiting director for the family. Going to give us some good insight as we start to get revved up for this AAU season. Also, my guy Wu Payne representing Henry Ford College. They just had a huge win the other night at the buzzer. Shout out to him for winning the league. And also Randy Camille. Gotta love Randy Camille. She's going to be representing Sports Society. She's an outstanding official on both the high school and collegiate level, but she's also going to be giving us some great insight. So the other part of what I'm saying is about what kind of impact can you have? What can we do to help others? So with that being said, guys, I just want to thank you so much for being supportive of the platform and the program. I want to wish you guys the best on this Monday. Go forward and have a great day, have a great week, have a great life, because we are not here to stay. So let's do something with the time that we have. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.